Nah, Danny. Are we rolling?
Rolling.
Keep it in. What episode is it?
71.
71. This is not a banked episode. This is mere hours before it has to be posted.
24 hours prior.
Yeah. We're all going to be up all night for various reasons. Yeah. Aaron's in the country, fresh off the plane.
Delirious.
Before we go anywhere, I'll stop doing that. We're going to the Fringe in 2 days. From the 7th to the 11th. What date's already sold out? 9th? Probably 10th?
9th is cleared out.
We're doing stand-up shit. We'll do a wee bit of crowd work and we'll do a bit of new material each on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday live pods. Interactive, talking to people. You know, it's the big thing these days. Crowd work shows. We're going to be doing that. The link is in the description, hopefully. And you can get the last of the tickets. But that's just what I wanted to get out of the way before we crack on.
Scoop him up.
That as well. The man's running on caffeine and semen.
I had to get that out of the way.
Oh, it's a wide berth. Quick shout out to our fantastic new sponsor, Born Irish Whiskey. This deep, dark, delicious whiskey that we've got here. It's very tasty, isn't it, Aaron?
It's very tasty. There's notes of vanilla in it. There's a chocolatey little taste in it. It's absolutely delicious.
It's absolutely delicious. And you have the liberty of drinking it on the podcast the other day. That was nice.
Yes, I've had many drinks with the sponsor.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's very tasty. If I see you in public drinking any other whiskey, I'll be furious. I'll be furious. Go to bornirishwhiskey.com and use the code BombSquad15. Get 15% off this very bottle here, which is quite substantial. And T's and C's apply, of course. And you have to be over 18. But here, you definitely do. But
yeah, you do.
You do. But yeah, Born Irish Whiskey. Buy it.
Chat these.
Guys, if you're listening to this podcast and you're thinking to yourself, Jesus, I'd love to listen to 71 more episodes of this clatter, then get yourself on the fucking patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. It's all over there, Aaron.
It's chock full of stuff. You know, you've got the bonus podcasts we do. We do a weekly Q&A. There's live podcasts behind the scennes. You'd be losing my not getting it.
And how many Patreons do we have now?
4,000.
4,000! Oh my God! Let's build an army. Come on. We'll hit the streets and throw some fucking deck chairs. Patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. All in one breath.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Are we ready to go?
Aye.
What episode is it again?
71.
71. Jesus Christ.
Where's time going anyway?
Smoke weed every day.
How are you, Aaron? You've been affected by the flight cancellations and delays.
Delta Airlines bent me over and fucked me.
It's been a roller coaster for me in my house.
Yeah.
You phoning me up being like, oh Jesus, I was supposed to be on a flight and then I cancelled and now here I am.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling right now?
Actually, you don't feel too bad, you know. I'm grateful.
Yeah. You genuinely look well. You look like you got a bit of sun.
Thank you.
Bit of riding and you know you're fresh as a
bit of too much sun.
Too much sun?
Aye.
Alright, chilling out.
Be broiling in that place.
Chilling out in these piers, you know, having picnics.
I can't remember what we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you not want me to talk about this day? Tell me, lay it on the line now. What do you not want me to talk about?
No sexual stuff.
Alright.
Okay. That's my only boundary. I'm setting a boundary.
Right. Join us next week in episode 72 when we might have something to fucking talk about around here. My favourite game we had at the minute. I'm like, this is my on-off switch on my ear, and he turns my ear, and I just go. I just like die. And he laughs his head off. Sometimes I'll fall on him and crush him.
That's a great bit. I would find that enjoyable.
I just fall. Come on, the guy doesn't sleep.
Man, you implement the soundboard into that movement.
Oh,
Nice.
King of the house.
that one?
Yeah.
I'd be like, twist my ear. And then someday I'll drop dead of a, cardiac arrest, and I'd be like, Daddy, you're silly.
Yeah. Where's the sound?
There, I'll just be face down in the kitchen. He'd be like, someone cry.
Again.
Again. I'll be like, bleeding out my fucking ears. Oh dear. So you've had an exciting 24 hours.
I have.
Great.
It was mad.
Yeah.
It was just like, because I got in the plane. It was supposed to take off at half. There's a whole lot of shit here. I don't even know where I can start with this. But yeah, basically 9:30 was supposed to be when the flight was departing. Get there in good time, and I'm going for airport security, and I get a text from the lady that I put you in FaceTime to. Contacting her, whatever, later on. But she texts me and she's like, "Are you still stateside?" I was like, "Yeah, just going for airport security here now." Then when I get for airport security, give her a call, have an answer on the phone, and she can hear the announcements because I've got the headphones on. So I'm walking about chatting to her with the cans on. Delta keeps making announcements, being like, "Folks, we got to inform you this NH flight J12 to Dublin Airport has been delayed by an hour. We will be posted as soon as possible." And then she's hearing that and she's like, "Oh, that flight's not taking off." And I was like, "Nah, it'll be grand. It's just a delay, you know." Yeah. And then it gets to the point where
Mr. Positive, as usual. Yeah,
you got to keep it.
Yeah.
And we get on the plane. They take us on the plane. At this point, I sign off from the phone call in a nice wee way, you know. And then we get in the plane. And they keep us there.
Right.
And I call her again. She's like, for fuck's sake, you left it so well last time. Why? And I was like, I know, but I thought I'd give you a call. Chatting for a bit. Again, announcements over the thing. Folks, this is your pilot speaking here. We need to get some more fuel for the plane itself, so we're just going to wait on that. That should take about 20 minutes. And then she's hearing that, and she's like, yeah, they're drip feeding you delays. Yeah. She's like, they're not going to take you all off the plane at the one time because it's a nightmare for them with all the gates and all. But she's like, there's no way that plane's taking off. Yeah. And then she said as a joke, she's like, don't get in the plane. I'll come scoop you. And I was like, nah, shut up. It's gay, right? And then moving on then, keep making announcements, keep delaying it.
This is Friends.
Yeah. And then it turns into, they say, right, we're going to take off. So I was like, right, thanks for chatting to me throughout this delay. This has been like 4 hours we've been chatting. So I was like, yeah, we're going to take off now. I'll see you soon, whatever. Then the plane goes to take off. It's on the runway. And then there's another 20-minute pause. I'm like, oh, this thing isn't going to go, is it? And then one more time. Folks, this is your captain speaking. Unfortunately, listen, I had to be the bearer of bad news, but it doesn't seem like this flight's going to be able to take place tonight. So we're going to get everyone off the plane, load you guys into the gate, and you can contact Delta customer service to rearrange a flight.
And you can politely fuck yourself. Washing my hands of the scenario.
So then I call her up. And I'm like, hey, you still trying to scoop me at there? Because the flight's fucked. And she goes, I'll do that. And she's like, don't test me. And I was like, right, well, I'm here now, so I'm going to be stuck here for a minute anyway. And she's like, right. And then hangs up the phone. Then by the time we get off the plane, I text her and I was like, are you actually en route? And she goes, because you will be, shortly. You know what I mean? I goes, you actually en route? And she goes, duh, I'm an hour away. And I was like, right, perfect. And then I called you up to keep you posted. Yeah. Right? And this is how I knew there was something going on here, right? Because even I said to you about it, and you were like, man, your words exactly, you're like, man, that is special.
Oh, you're going to get married now?
Because you were like...
She's deeply in love.
You were like, if Maureen called me at 3:30 in the morning to come pick her up from the airport, I would not. And that is the mother of my child. So I'm like, right, okay, I'll try and get this other flight sorted, whatever. She sent me before this like song where she was like, imagine me scooping you up in the airport playing
sending
this.
each other songs, never.
And it's a Cali Uchis song, right? And then I go outside JFK, and next thing you know, just a Subaru rocks up blaring the song. Her at the window goes, hey sexy, and I was like, oh my god. What kind of fucking coming of age rom-com film am I in, right? Yeah. Getting the Subaru, the Dyke Express. Yeah. And
when he said Subaru, I was like, is that blue and pretzel with the fucking stickers on it? Just coming in sideways into the fucking arrivals.
So hop under, and this is, by the way, technically like a second date, I guess you'd say, because like we
went out, met her or seen her once.
Yeah, well, I met her through my flatmates. Yeah. We then kind of like headed off that night, and then I was like, well, that's her away now. And then organised to meet up with her where she lives upstate. Yeah. Met her there, spent a full 24 hours together, just like chatting or whatever. Stayed up all night, just like chatting shite.
Class.
Then I went back home, and then I was like, fuck. I was like, well, sure, we'll set up another time. So 16th of August, whenever we were supposed to next meet up. Then this happens. So she picks me up and she's like, what do you want to do now? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like, do we go to a diner? What do we do? And then I was like, I don't want you, though, driving back, like, really late at night either. Like, if you're tired and stuff. And she goes, well, then, fuck, will we just go to, go to Beacon? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. So drive to hers, playing a load of music, whatever. Then by the time we fucking get back to hers, it's like 8:30 in the morning. So we go to the fucking mountain I showed you, all this here. We go to a park.
It was absolutely stunning.
We get breakfast, and then the fucking new flight got brought forward an hour and a half by Delta. I didn't see the email that said that. I never got a text about it, whatever. So I was like, she was driving me down to the airport again, like back to JFK, and I saw the email and I was like, oh fuck. And she's like, what is it? And I was like, this flight's been brought forward an hour and a half. And she was like, listen, do you have a plan B? Because I don't think you're going to make that flight. And I was like, no, I've none. This is the only flight I can get. If I don't get this flight, I'm going to miss the podcast tomorrow, and I'm going to miss the work in progress shows. And she's like, well, then let's not panic. She's like, let's just keep driving, and hopefully we'll get there in time.
Was this you? Was this you in the Subaru? Is this you on the way to the airport?
This is me on the way to JFK.
Just blaring Tyler the Creator.
Sir, she...
Top 10! Tyler the Creator's on go!
Sir, she absolutely... That wasn't too far off it, to be honest. She absolutely floored it. And there was one point where, because the rain was so heavy, there was like fucking flooding everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
and there was one point she completely skirted into a puddle. And I was like, fuck us, we're going to die together now.
Aquaplane.
So then she skidded, and I was just like, oh fuck. And then I feel bad now because I'm like, I've put her in this scenario, and just floors it. Gets to the airport.
4-wheel drive though on that Subaru, don't worry about it.
We're about 10 minutes out. She goes, here's what you're going to do, right? I'm going to drop you off at the terminal, immediately get into the airport, grab a Delta employee, tell them that you were on a rescheduled flight, get them to bring you through security, and then just fucking sprint as fast as you can to your gate. So I get in, do exactly that. She goes, I'm going to pull in at a petrol station. She goes, text me whenever you get on the flight or what's happening. So then get in, grab a fucking Delta employee, me pink, sweating, glistening, right? I'm like,
sports gloves.
He can't understand me. I'm like, sorry lad. And I'm like, this is the flight I was supposed to be on. It didn't come on through. I was like, man, please help me out here. Jesus Christ. There's a podcast to come out. And then he's like, okay, he's come with me, gets me through the security line, whatever. I then get through the security line. Thank fuck I've got the Nike Pegasus on.
Oh yeah.
And I fucking just
Kipchoge through the...
And sir, I'm storming through this airport. I have a rucksack on. It's bouncing off my ass the whole time. I look retarded. And I finally get to the gate. Of course, the gate's B34, so it's like halfway down fucking JFK. Yeah. I get there. At this point, I am sweating. I'm absolutely drenched. Get to the gate. They were about to sell my seat to a fella that was on the same cancelled flight before me. And I just got up and I was like, hey, sorry.
He's a terrorist!
I was like, sorry, boss, you're going to have another night. I said, I had to get the fuck out of here. Hop on the plane.
And he went, what?
Hop on the plane, like, sit down, text her. I was like, you're a fucking star. I made it just about, fucking skin in my teeth. And then immediately fell asleep. Woke up still wet. Woke up still soaked. Sir, absolutely hectic.
Oh, the drama. That's what it means to us to get an episode out to you folks, by the way. That's what it means. I hope you're happy on a Monday morning. It's commitment. That's incredible.
Yeah.
What an incredible story.
I know.
How long do you ever get on you're after a mad rush like that? We did it going to Austin. You get on the plane and then you're sort of like very aware of how long it takes for your heart rate to come back down. And you're like,
sorry,
half an hour later and you're still like...
I swear to God... Because I was like, the guy was walking past with like wee baskets, and they're like, hey man, you want an eye mask? And I was like, I need fucking sedated. Right now.
Have you got a fentanyl in that bag? What the? I need
a fucking eye mask?
Oh, unbelievable. I need a shower for fuck's sake. And of course, when you were in that interim of you rang me and everything, and you're like, oh yeah, she's coming to pick me up. And of course, you know what I mean? Of course I'm making sex jokes, you know what I mean? That's my job. But, you know, and then he's like, I'm in an airport for about 7 hours with this swamp bag here.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, you know, I was like, she's going to pick me up. And then I'm like, I have been sitting in an airport in a plane for 6 hours. I'm like, nobody should be touching me at all.
I need script before you go anywhere near me.
Fucking just walking in, somehow stinking of vegetable soup.
Yeah, like were they having stew on there? No, that's just whatever's in me
That
trying to
is
get out.
fermented Delta back is what you're smelling there. Oh God.
Delta back.
Me wearing fucking the gym shorts too. I just got in. I got into your car and I was like, what is this doll saying me? I am heap of shit.
I did laugh though when you just were, you know, you're like, I'm on a second date with this girl. Speak to her for a minute here on FaceTime.
Well, we were on FaceTime. Me and you were on FaceTime, and she was getting ready. We were going to grab breakfast, and she came into the room, and I was like, well, you know, if anyone's going to be a good judge of character, it'll be, you know, yourself. So I was like, there's Colin. I was like, speak to him for a minute there, and it was grand.
And I was like, you enjoying, you know, taxi and Aaron about for the afternoon or whatever, and she's like, yeah. You know, something about you not driving. Then she goes, maybe he doesn't realise how shy I am at driving.
Not having a clue.
No, you're just like, it's cool that this car can just bounce off stuff. Just one of these special cars that just bounces off other cars in traffic. Amazing. Even though she's taking her sideways through the water.
She totally said I would have been totally fucked if she had done that. It would have been fucked.
Back to the fucking Zoom podcasts like we tried the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, that took so long that you could have flown home.
You talk about sweating. See, by the time we recorded that podcast and then we were sorting out the boat to Scotland, I literally just had to lie down. And then see, whenever you were like, right, that's that sorted. We'll see you later. See you next time, whatever. And I just lay on the sofa. My flatmates who came back from work were like, "Are you alright, lad?" I was laying there with a DIY studio, fucking camera sitting on top of the fucking night box. And I was just sitting there like completely sprawled out, just dead.
Well, what can you do now? Yeah, no, it's a goddamn nightmare. It's a goddamn nightmare. And then, you know, I took all the time, set up my wee space, a bit of lights, trying to make it look good and everything. And then it was me. I was the one that was holding back the whole thing in the end. I was like, I've done all the prep. It took me all day. Got the lights up and on. Then, you know, 4 hours later, like, do you want to turn your computer off and back on again? And sure enough, it worked. Crazy.
What did you say my kitchen looked like again?
It had a big, like, you know, sort of Eastern Bloc vibes.
Yeah. You said someone's boiling a goat's head.
yeah. It looks like, do you ever be flicking through TikTok and just there's just random scenes of, like, you know, some Russian guy just eating whatever fucking Russians eat. 100%. And it's just fucking bleak in the pie. It's probably lovely, you know, but the grainy laptop footage just made it look crazy.
Yeah.
You know that guy, you know what I mean? Like those fucking Asian dudes and all, like the guy's like boiling stones.
I put a wee live leak.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
For the question.
It did have live leak vibes.
Yeah, it looked like Julian Assange was going to walk past in the background. Did you ever see the episode of Louis where he goes to look at flats? And he opens the door with a key and there's an old man still living in it. She's like, do you want me to make you an egg? That's what it looked like. Great times, man. Great times.
Oh, fuck. I'm not even in reality right now. Completely sucked out of it.
And just shows McGee over here. 2 shows last night, 2 shows tonight with you.
Nice.
Not crazy. Professional. Dishing out jokes.
What a day to be doing 2 shows as well.
I want to say shout out to Flout for having us over. Shout out to Peter.
Oh, yeah, that looked like fun.
Finally got in there. VIP treatment.
Lovely.
Unbelievable. Didn't even ask us what we wanted. Just kept setting them down.
Tasty gear?
Absolutely unbelievable.
Class.
You know what I mean? And, you know, it was the right crew. It was me, fucking Kieran, Jazz, Butler was there. He was like, I love hot honey. Just putting on and everything. Jazz was excited because the guy made homemade ranch. You know, there's like a shortage of it in this country.
Yeah.
So she's like, you guys don't have ranch.
I know, I kept saying I'd smuggle her back ranch.
Did you?
No, I
don't have time for that shit.
No, not this time, Jesus Christ, no. But next time I'm bringing back a suitcase, I'll bring a bit of ranch for her.
Yeah, nice. I'm sure you can get it somewhere. Like,
I was surprised you can't get it here. Like,
but I was on stage that first show last night, and I was like, when will I ever learn? When will I learn not to have basically an eating challenge before I have to like talk to people publicly? I was on that stage, man. Fucking
feeling bloated.
Big John spec. Bosh. My voice changed and everything. I was part of it. It's good to be here. East Belfast. God, man. It is a weird wee pocket of hipsterness in that Portview place, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, you're inside and they're playing all the fucking, you know, nice wee indie tunes. You walk outside and you're back in again. You know what I mean? It's like just a wee pocket of fucking Carhartt hats all staring at you. Guys chilling out, you know. Guy making a fucking espresso in the crowd. It was it's by himself.
2 shows you did last night?
2 shows, yeah. Nice. With the hour-long break in between. That I don't know what it is, but it just mentally fucks your brain.
The break in between is fucked.
I'm done. I've done my nerves.
Yeah.
I've done my nerves. I'm talking.
And then you gotta go
right back just up. Wait again. And of course, the second show, they're blitzed.
Yeah.
But fair play to them for coming out. But if someone told me a comedy gig started at 10 o'clock, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm away.
That's too late.
Some of the worst heckles of all time.
What'd you get?
I told you the Fanta one.
Yeah.
Did a joke mentions Fanta? What flavour Fanta was it? And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Who cares? This is doing nothing for the rhythm of this already bad material.
Yeah.
The fuck you playing it? It was orange. You happy about that? Fuck's sake. Some guy said something about Tenerife, taking my family to Tenerife. Guy goes 11 a reef. And I was just like, bro, get back on that yellow bus. And go home. I was like, has someone got crayons for this man to play with while we're here? What the fuck is going on
That's
here?
what happens when you have the office character out, you know. That guy's probably killing it in the office. You know? Yeah. 11 a reef. The whole place goes mad.
I hope you know, you do that thing where you wake up in the morning and you have no problems for about a 10-second window. Mm-hmm. You wake up, you go, and then, you know, you remember all of the things you have to do that day or things from yesterday or whatever. You probably had that 10 seconds where you go, oh, yes, a few beers last night, it's killing me. 11 a reef. Why did I say that? Why did I say 11 a reef instead of 10 a reef, for fuck's sake?
I like to get them to repeat it.
Yeah.
If it's like a real shit hackle, I'll pretend I didn't hear and go, what'd you say, sorry?
Say it again there.
And then I'll be like, no, I heard exactly what you said. I just want you to feel the silence.
Yeah, just fucking drinking.
Instead of overdraw you.
I remember, what do you call him, Ian Coppinger? Did you ever see him?
The name's familiar.
Little small bald guy.
Yes.
Irish comedian. And he did a similar thing at Queen's where he got someone to like repeat a thing and he was just like, oh, it's not as easy as it looks, this comedy thing, is it?
Yeah.
And the guy was just like, oh God, I'll fucking hate myself.
Oh, there's no worse sentence. Like, a heckle is a risky endeavour because especially if you're there with the boys, like, and you for some reason are the guy in that group that will shout at a comedy show and it doesn't land, that's it forever. I
said something about, you know, I was like, you know, mental health's very popular at the minute. You know, everyone's got their mental health issues. And one guy just went, oh, why? Oh, yeah. Absolutely losing my fucking marbles. 100%.
Oh, why?
Oh, why? Fucking glad to be out of the house, to be honest. Just falling apart inside. But here we are.
It's good to laugh.
Good to laugh.
If you didn't laugh, you cry.
And then I was chatting there before the show. You know, we had all the pizza, did the first show. And then like a bunch of fat fucking bastards got an ice cream in the middle of it all.
You need something sweet.
You need something sweet. But not ice cream with a melted bueno on it.
That's too much.
Who am I, Elvis?
There's a milkshake shop near the gaff I'm staying on, and then it's going to be the end of me. Birthday cake ice cream.
Is it daily or is it a treat?
No, it can't be taken on the daily. Like,
no.
Pint of ice cream the daily. No, maybe once a week we treat. Maybe we Friday treat. You know, come out of the gym, devour a pint of milk.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
With the vague flavour that you're such a fan of?
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Birthday cake. Is it the flavour of a birthday cake?
So one of the guys now takes pre-workout and I've started taking it now before the gym. And that shouldn't be legal.
Nah, you don't need it.
I took a scoop of it and it felt like there was ants in my skin.
Yeah. You gotta time it really well too. I told you one time about a guy I follow and he's big, he's like a bodybuilder really, but he was on Instagram Live or something and he dropped this pre-workout and then there was like a roadworks on the way to the gym. To like Boucher or something. He's like, boys, I'm in the fucking car here, just fucking skin's fucking crawling on, fucking all the lights going red again, fucking just bending the steering wheel.
It is like 2 tiers below cocaine, like.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely, you shouldn't need that amount of energy for the gym, like.
And you know, I'd like to think it, which it might not, just cut off, you know, like you burn it off. But do you like finish the workout and you're in the shower still like,
oh, the ants are still crawling.
Fucking all day, just fucking.
No, the ants are still crawling. You're still zinged up, fucking having your dinner afterwards and all. It's too much, like.
Fucking hell.
But it sharpens you, and it could be placebo, but you know, you do feel very like, zoned in, like.
Yeah, I only did it by accident one time where someone told me, it was Tim actually, told me, he's like, take the protein or something after then take this amino bullshit before. And I took the amino thing, which I didn't read the small print, also had pre-workout in it.
Oh shit.
So I took the aminos, which was pineapple flavour, and smelled a wee bit like someone's ass, really. So I had that, and then I was just like, why is my vision only in a small circle in the middle?
I don't think either of us should have uppers.
No.
Like, we shouldn't have anything that like brings us up.
I'd say, well, I was going to say maybe we're up quite a bit.
Yeah, well, the default's up.
I would say my endocrine system is up.
But then the downers for me don't work. Like, weed doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't bring me down. It just makes me do in my head.
Maybe we need like medication.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
sedated.
We probably need is medication. Yeah. Anytime I feel remotely calm, I just need to go to sleep. I'll be like a brief period of calm, and I'll be like, man, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
It's called being relaxed. What?
I get that though. I'd be like a pinball machine all day, and then in the second I'm like at the house with on the day, I'm like, oh well, suppose I just go to bed now.
Suppose I pull myself into a point here and go to sleep several times.
It's too hot to wine.
There you go, name of the podcast. My guys, this is a paid advertisement from our friends at BetterHelp Therapy Online.
What are your self-care non-negotiables? Maybe you never skip leg day. Maybe you never skip therapy day.
If you're like me and your schedule is filled with, kids and big work projects, sometimes it's easy to let those priorities slip.
Even when we know it makes us happy, sometimes it's hard to make time for it.
But when you feel like you've got no time to yourself, non-negotiables like therapy are more important than ever.
Therapy is a great way to learn positive coping skills and to set boundaries.
It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for people who have suffered major traumas.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try.
It's entirely online, it's designed to be convenient, and it works around your own personal schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a registered therapist, and if for whatever reason you feel like it isn't a good match for you, you can sign on to another one at no extra charge.
With almost 5,000 therapists in the UK already, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a wide variety of expertise.
Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp.
And if you listen to this podcast, all you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/BSP today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/BSP, which stands for what?
Bomb Squad Podcast.
Is right.
Look after yourselves, guys.
Was it chatting to you about Iveagh Gardens?
No, tell me about that.
What a fantastic event.
Yeah.
That's the fucking Monaco Grand Prix of Irish comedy. You turn up there, lovely surroundings. You fucking know everybody.
You get a wee swag bag?
Well, I didn't. I forgot it.
What was in it?
There was a Paddy Power bucket hat. Green. Pretty cool. There was like a glass with what was in it? Like a fucking daiquiri mix or something.
Mm-hmm.
I left it all behind me. I forgot it. I was there all day. Just left it on the table.
Yeah.
Like a fucking dickhead. But you're seeing everybody, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You get to see Tommy Teirnan?
I did.
Class.
He was standing beside us for a wee minute. And I've met him a couple of times, but I don't know if he's probably just like, see so many people. I didn't want to be like, well, Tom, what's the crack? And he'd just be like,
yeah.
But people, you've got like a Nordy accent down there. People are cold. You know what I mean? Talking about immigrants and stuff. You're like, I can't even drive down the fucking motorway. Say anything to you? So you're just like, ugh.
Dirty Nordy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Ireland's full. And then I met Sam Tallent. Well, actually, he was standing in a wee group. There was like Vittorio, Mike Rice, Sam Tallent, and your guy Shane Torres, who just looked petrified.
He's fucking hilarious.
So funny, but he was just standing there with his arms at equal distance, just like.
He does always look like that though. It's like that Norm Macdonald bit where he's like, I gotta go feed those hogs.
The guy was just like that, so I was just like, right, man, let's crack. But then I went up behind Rice and sort of he had a fucking Mike Rice to just be like, need a new shirt and buy a new shirt and not take the labels off it and just throw it straight on. And I was like, bro, I come up behind him, hadn't spoke to him yet, and I was like, give me get that label off. And he turned around and he's like, oh lad, fucking give me a hug. And I was like, you have a label on their back, and he's like, just keep hugging me and take it off. So I was just holding him, going like he was trying to get his bra off.
What was the label? Did he splash out?
Didn't say, no, it was just it was the large sticker, so I'm guessing pennies.
Yes,
it just said about just like large on the back.
if the size is on a sticker, it's probably pennies.
Which is alright if you're just a large. It's embarrassing if I leave it on. There's like 3XL in the back of your jeans that still don't fit.
Yeah, it's like when you keep the price in the gift. You're like, oh fuck, embarrassing.
And then Sam Tallent turns around to me and I was like, how's it going? Colin or whatever. And he's like, oh, you're Irish? He goes, you look like an American. He He's like dressed all cool, very broad man. I mean, him standing looking at each other in like exactly the same clothes and glasses and size. Like, yeah.
I got Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. Then over to Torres. Mike Rice just covered in labels like he shoplifted everything.
That's class.
Yeah,
It looked like a fun time.
Yeah, it's embarrassing when he's on stage being like, you know, how big and fucking oafish he is as an American in Ireland. And then he's like, is there anyone in this room bigger than me? And he goes, well, that's a deafening silence then. And then I was chatting to him and I was like, no, we're about the same size.
Yeah.
We're the same size, bro. Don't worry about it. It was a fun day. It was a fun, sober day for me. No drinks.
No drinks at all? Did you stay down?
Huh?
Did you stay down?
Well, my show was at like 4:30, and then we watched the other two, like the 7:30 and the 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was there all day, you know, drove home.
It was one day?
Yeah.
You were down? Nice.
I was only down one day. It's great lineups, though.
Yeah, it was packed.
You know, Dylan Moore, Tommy Teirnan, Deirdre O'Kane, Jason Byrne. Deirdre O'Kane's like fucking Chappelle,
Yeah.
but a middle-aged Irish woman.
Yeah, she's
Sort of
hilarious.
foot in the fucking monitor and all. Dishing out bits. Killing.
It's class.
It's unbelievable. Then Jason Byrne come out and like, you know when you're like, this guy's like a fucking, some sort of oracle that can just like suck comedy out of the ether.
Oh, he's
The
unbelievable.
guy, like he walks out, and this is like he had 4 big pages with him, so he's probably like trying new bits or something. And he came out and he sat them down, and just, you know, like straight away goes, "Are you eating fucking Tic Tacs?" To this girl, and she's like, "Yeah," and she like shakes them, and he's like, "Throw them up," and she throws them up, and he's like, "Look at this fucking, you know, poxy fucking 2 Tic Tacs." He's like, "Who keeps 2 Tic Tacs?" And I was here, everyone's dying laughing. And then someone else waves their Tic Tacs, and he's like, "When did Tic Tacs come back?" And she throws hers up, and then he starts like evening out the packets. Like, you've hardly any Tic Tacs, and the place is rolling about the place. And I was like, that was just there the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone's up there trying to do bits, and he just walks in like a fucking, you know, like a wizard, and his eyes roll back, and his head. Let me absorb the comedy out of the atmosphere here.
Just pouring Tic Tacs.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? It was there the whole time. These Tic Tacs. And then he'd done about fucking 10 minutes, and he's like, I haven't said anything yet.
Do you keep the Tic Tacs on you?
No.
No?
No. I mean, it would, you know, it's one of them things. People always have them, but I never see them.
Yeah, some people keep the Tic Tacs on them. Like, they're always stocked up in the Tic Tacs.
I fell victim to those. Did you ever be at a filling station, and then, you know, they've got these like mints from the 1800s beside the till?
Yeah.
Like vintage mints. They're the business.
Yeah.
You take, that's like a pre-workout. You take one of them, and you're like, I can smell signs. I've never been more open in my life.
I went through a brief polo era where I would just have polos on me, and I stopped doing that.
Do you know those sugar-free polos with the blue specks in them?
Yes.
They will make you shite hard. Which is weird.
This is a talk from experience.
Yeah. It's like the muscles thing. I had to do it like 4 or 5 times to be like, oh, it definitely is the polos making me shit. Oil here.
All my stools were loose this week. I had
Oh, my stools were loose.
I had Mexican food, like, sat down, and I was like, oh, this isn't right. And sorry, I don't know what it is. It might be diarrhea, it might be food poisoning, I don't know. But like, if you're 6 days in the trot where you haven't shit right since, that's not good. Like, I've only came around today. That was embarrassing too. I went around to that doll's house, and I had one festering up, and I was like, and I can't do this in her house. Like, I
dope?
can't. Yeah.
Oh, you're fast forwarding through this relationship. You can shit no bother.
No, I can't. Nah, not with the ones that I was dishing out. I was like, I can't leave this in the house. That's instant. She'd be like, get an Uber to the airport and go fuck yourself. So I picked it perfectly where we went to this like spot for breakfast, but it was like real sort of like, this town, Beacon, is like, you go to it, it's like something out of the fucking 1800s. Like, it's like, there's no shops per se. It's like Bob's General Store and like soda pop fucking whole like shop just dedicated to fizzy pop, right?
Great. Sounds amazing.
So it's class.
Real America.
Yeah, it's real Americana as fucking spec. Like, they got the flags outside and all this here.
Flags.
And driving through anyway, we go into this breakfast spot, and it's like real boutique and like tiny and whatever. And she got this shite fucking, this is ultimate girl dinner. She got pink toast, right? Which was just literally a slice of sourdough with like this pink spread on top, which I do believe is ricotta cheese. And then like cut up strawberries on top of it. And I was like, man, that is Teletubby.
Oh yeah, they do.
dinner.
Yeah, they do that on Joxer. It's like a strawberry ricotta mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
stinking.
Then across the table, I'm eating steak and eggs.
Just to throw it on the heap of beans you've already had.
But then I had to give it the beans because I had to go for a shite. And I was like, this is the perfect time. I was like, I'm not going to do it in our apartment. I was like, I'll do it here now. But of course, the fucking toilets are also like vintage and antique. So the only thing is, you'd go to the back and you've got the kitchen there and then the toilet's here. But it's like real wee thin, like wooden door.
Yeah.
Right? And like even the gap at the door at the bottom, I was like, that's too big. That's too big for what I'm about to do right now. And there was a wee girl sitting out like by the kitchen, like working there. She was just sitting on this stool like this here. And I went in there and I was like, I can't clock this, what this is going to be. I was like, it could be a real mixture of things. Sir, absolute just
rocket.
Yeah, completely. Just like immediate takeoff, massive bang, like at the start. Like massive, it wasn't like a drip out, it was like one big bang at the start and then the shite just fell out of me. I was like, did I break something in my asshole there? And then I was like, she's definitely heard that on that other side. And I opened the door afterwards and was like, it probably was that loud that fucking she's at the table and probably heard it too. And then I just literally walked up to the table and was like, right, let's leave right now.
Because you've quite an active asshole, and then you're
very active.
You're on your best behavior, trying to plug it all day.
Yeah.
So it's just filling up. Did you just spit it out of your ass?
Certainly.
Like
I literally hawked it up my ass.
Shit on that thing. We did this. We took Eddie to Streamvale Farm the other day, right? All fucking animals. That was 75 degrees. It was good crack. They were like, "Oh, come around here and see the puppies," which they were like basically trying to keep alive in the heat. You know, covering them in water and putting fucking like a fan on them and everything. But it's good crack. But at the end, you can get like, you know, there's like a wee schedule where, like, you know, you can see a sheepdog show at this time, or you can go on the fucking tractor at this time, and you can watch the cows being milked at a certain time, and then they just take the milk straight away and pour it into the dispenser thing, and you can get like fresh milk.
Oh, nice.
But I think it's like raw milk.
Yeah.
You know, man,
Heavy.
that gets you going.
Raw milk?
Oh god.
Oh, straight from the teat is different level.
Like fucking, obviously, it's not the shits, but it's like whatever active cultures are in it compared to like pasteurized milk or whatever. Man, Eddie was just fucking on fire. Spluttering. This guy was fucking like dropping major haters.
Oh, if you take raw milk, you have to clear the sketch the rest of the day because that's spluttered. I know.
It was fucking. It was just like, we were getting in the bed, and I was like, and he'd be like, "Daddy, shh, shh, shh," which he does. He'll shush you for the fart, and then just drop like fucking full-grown man trucker farts. Like, he'd be like, "Shh, shh, shh," and then just underneath the blanket, like big fucking full rippers.
He's how old again?
4.
And he's hotboxing you already.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Dutch oven, where you froze the quilt over yourself.
But I was trying to put 2 and 2 together. It had to be, like, his diet doesn't change that much. It was definitely the milk, like.
Yeah.
And then Maureen was like, "No, it's fine for you," and I'm like, it's fine for you, but it is giving him a fairly vocal ass.
Yeah, he's just not used to it. Did you get a case of the splutters yourself?
Weirdly, I had like just kind of like weird
Build up a gas?
yeah, like sort of crampiness, which I wouldn't normally get.
Yeah.
And then I was just, you know, the usual dropping absolute slime. But
Yeah, you have to get used to it.
but it was noticeable with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's in the bath, and then he's like fucking half squatted down in the bath farting, and I was like, and like if you say something to him, or like he gets wee jokes, and I'll be like, "That sounded like you. There's a duck in that bath. Is there a duck in that bath?" And he starts giggling like mad, and he's just like, which is a fun game. You know what I mean? It's a good, like, see all that bullshit you say to kids, like, "Oh, eat this. Fucking carrots make you see in the dark. Oh, eat these eggs. That'll make you big and strong." Blah, blah, blah. See, if all I have to do is be like, "Eddie, see if you eat these beans, bro, you'll be farting like mad."
Yeah.
You'll be like, "Oh my god." See you tonight. Under that blanket.
That's a good way to trick your kid into eating like healthy stuff.
But the fart was that big. I was like, you've definitely changed size after that.
Yeah.
Because it was like a fucking big man fart, you know, pre-workout protein fart.
Yeah.
It's just like nothing funny.
That's great.
Dropping absolute haters. Streamville Farm, great day out for the kids.
I went there last night.
Last night?
Yeah. That
What
was like
for?
an adult thing on, and Freya got tickets.
What
nice.
are they doing in there?
Just like all the kids stuff, but there's no kids.
Did you see the cannons?
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
What's the cannons?
You want to see carnage? Like, I don't know what it was like with adults in it, but see with kids, they were ruthless. Like, there's basically like, you go into this little netted off complex and you walk upstairs and there's this like semicircular balcony, and on it they've got these wee gas powered guns, and the place is full of like foam balls. So you get a wee basket and like fill it full of balls, and you run up to the gun, you drop one in, and go, and it fires it across.
Oh, that is fun.
See, that was the first thing we went to. So we go in there, and like I walk into that, and just the fucking noise in the place, like. I was just like, this is fucking overwhelming. Just kids screaming. Kiss, kiss, kiss. When you shoot, one of these things looks like an egg. It goes like that. So it's all this fucking noise going on, and then just like hooligan children smacking each other. And you could tell there was like wee fucking, wee scumbag kids going up the thing just with their basket of like those rubber baskets for the balls, and just dropping the whole basket off the edge of the thing. And I was like, oh, people are letting their fucking 1-year-old crawl about in here. Don't kill a baby. What the fuck's going on in here?
That's mental.
Be giving out the other kids. Fucking ways up with you. Someone's going to fucking hurt in here. What else did you do on the farm?
There was the puppies.
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Still alive, hopefully.
Yeah, just about.
Just about.
Feeding goats, Highland cows, horses.
That's a fun night out.
It was actually
What
great.
time of night was it?
6 to 9.
Nice weather
It was
last
like
night.
fucking Disneyland.
That's class.
The amount of people. Jesus.
Just a load of adults holding puppies.
It is a, it's not one of these things you take your kids to and you're like, oh fuck, gotta endure this. It is actually fun.
Yeah.
You get to see things. You'd be like, Jesus Christ, there's a pig.
Oh, that sounds like great crack.
Yeah. The only time I felt awkward was when they were like, there's a pirate dance show out in the field, and there's these girls, like, hey kids, we're here at the bubble machine going flat out. And in those scenarios, I'm always like very aware of, I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking stand at the back here.
Well, you have PTSD from the Christmas elves?
Oh yeah, that's where my
time.
head was going.
Yeah.
The guy in the cap, do you want to come up and dance? And I'd be like, kill me.
You crip walking near the bubble machine?
Yeah. Play Not Like Us. Dun, dun, dun. Any other tunes on in here?
You play that at Streamville Farm? That's a good time, like.
Oh yeah. Did you get any food?
There was like s'mores and ice cream and shit.
Nice.
You like a s'more?
I've never had one.
What?
I haven't had Swan. Never mind s'more. I'll tell you what I did have at Streamville. Rhubarb and custard ice cream.
Ah, stop.
They're bust. And they're bust on the spot.
Rhubarb and bustard?
Rhubarb and bustard. Surrounded by children, me just licking this ice cream. Fucking hell! That's fucking banging out there.
Rhubarb and custard.
It was banging. Did you get any raw milk and shit in your pants? Like,
Oh, I wanted to, but there was like fucking 40 people lined up for the milk machine. I was like, fuck it.
fuck it.
Another time.
Milk
There's
it.
a line full of people ready to shit themselves.
Yeah.
Just voluntarily been like, I will have diarrhea tonight. To really cap off this experience.
Do you remember the puppies?
That was good crack, eh? Something different.
Good to get out of the house, isn't it? It's some operation though, I'll give him that. It's good crack. Eddie went on that thing without the quad pulled by the wee barrel run thing. Queue for that long. It was the hottest part of the day. Just waiting in there. And then you see, there's like, seen a couple of, moms with just like a 2-year-old. And you're like, man, what a shift. What a shift to do that. Because me and Maureen are chasing Eddie around like, fuck it. We need a nanny.
What's the biggest nightmare to bring your child to? In terms of like just the fuss.
Oh.
Like what gets you up the high dough?
Well, there's certain things like, we went to Donegal there, and obviously you're packing the car, like, we have to take this, we need his fucking thing, we need this for the toilet. You need all the shit, but at least it's a trip. But then there are some times where you're like, just going to the shop,
Yeah.
and you're like, we're at about 40 minutes now, and I could have been back half an hour ago.
See if
Just the fucking...
If you were raising a child in the day of the Asda crash, do you think you would have utilised it?
No. Oh, back in the day?
Back in the day whenever Asda would have a crash and all.
Pre the popularity of pedophiles?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would have. But now you're a bit more alert,
Yeah.
You can't be leaving the kid anywhere.
Yeah.
I just walk around like fucking private security behind my son. Shades on, hand in a bag, just like...
I know, I was in the airport yesterday and I had a fucking flashback to my sister saying my nephew Dara loves them the Jolly Ranchers, but he loves the blue ones in particular. So she's like, I think there's bags that just sell the blue ones. And I was like walking up to all the fucking Hudson Newses and all and JFK being like, sorry, you know the Jolly Ranchers, do you have them where it's just blue? And then after the third shop, I was like, I definitely look like a complete paedophile.
Yeah.
Just walking about in shorts and a rucksack.
Yeah.
Being like, can we get the Jolly Ranchers, but just the blue ones if possible?
Or just a big special needs boy.
Yeah.
I just like the blue one. Can I just get all the blue ones, please? Well, some fella at Streamville sent his kid up to me. So this, like, it's hard to put an age on kids sometimes. You know, he's maybe like 10 or something, 11 maybe. And this wee kid comes up to me and he's like, hey, can I get a selfie? And I'm like, this guy gonna come out? What the fuck? Am I on a prank show?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure. Got a selfie with this. Jesus.
Sorry.
Got a selfie with this young lad, and then he ran back to like his dad, obviously, and the dad was like, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Don't be doing that to me.
Send the child to get a selfie
And I'm
instead.
like,
You drinking the milk?
that'll be a fun episode. Just get some,
The boys go to Streamville?
get some raw milk, dump our pants. It would be great. I mean, there was a funny moment where, there's like a bouncy sort of area, bouncy castle-y thing in this barn. And Eddie just fucking shoes off, running about mad. And you kind of have to, there's so many kids around and loads of people. You kind of like, you got to watch them in case they just fucking dip off somewhere and they're like, where are they?
Yeah.
And he's running over one thing and then he went out the back of it and up onto the next thing. And I went over and I'm standing watching him go around like this. And there's a woman standing beside me and she's just like, standing the whole time for about 5 minutes. And then she goes, my kids aren't even on this. And then just like fucking walked away.
But I think back, like, it is so laxed how, like, my parents were. Like, I remember us going to New York in 2007. My ma literally would just be like, this is my first time ever, like, outside of the country. And my ma just be like, there's like $50, just go on ahead wherever. I'd be walking up Times Square by myself, like, going into magician shops and all.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
The magician is the weirdest part of that.
Oh, yeah. And this was like, it was beside like a 7-Eleven and it was like upstairs in a place. And you walk in and he's like fully in character. He's all mystical.
Welcome to the Emporium.
And he's got like a wee cloak and all. And then he's running about and he's showing me all the tricks. And then I just bought one. And the one I bought he goes, have you got $1? And then I give him like $1 bill and he put a pen for it and I was like, fuck, my mom's going to kill me. And then he pulled it away and the dollar was totally intact. And then I was like, can I buy that off you? And I was
He
like,
goes, it's $1.
and I was like, what is it? Like, how do you do it now? Like, can I get a tutorial? And it was just a magnet. It was a pen split in two with a magnet in it. And I was like, what a fucking jip that was. And also,
and he probably got killed for leaking, magic circle. Was that like the deal with a masked magician?
he got murdered by magicians.
Was that not the case? Like he was revealing how to do all these big sort of Vegas style tricks, and then they were like, "That's enough of that."
Yeah. When you get rid of this motherfucker.
Yeah. And then he unmasked himself, which is always a letdown.
Yeah.
It happened with everybody. Slipknot, Everybody takes the mask off, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck's sake. Like a blind boy did it, you'd be like, fuck's sake.
The big one for me was Rey Mysterio. Everyone used to just look up in IT class, him without the mask.
Yeah.
Then eventually one of the fellas got it. And we were like, it's just a Mexican lad.
Just a regular fella.
But I don't know what
All
you're
free
expecting.
tacos, please.
Carnitas, por favor.
Wasn't this guy? Wow, oh, Jesus Christ. Episode 80. Streamville Farm.
I would do that, no bar.
Shiting our pants.
I have had raw milk once, and
Yeah.
it was off when I went up to Shorts Farm.
Yeah. You're like, suck that tit.
That's very different to Streamville, I'll tell you. He's sitting booting the cows and all.
We say that.
No, he's not. No.
Hey, let's f***ing gonna roundhouse this guy.
Just sitting, drinking raw milk, smoking amber leaf. Just doing rollies while the cows being milked.
Well, there's cows in our field, but I mean, this is the funny thing. Like, you take Eddie to Streamville Farm, and you're like, man, there's tractors and cows at home,
Yeah.
But I had him over the fence one day. He was like feeding handfuls of grass to the cow, and then one of the other cows started shitting, and he lost his mind.
Yeah.
He was just like, it's all right. What do they do? Pooping all on the floor.
Well, that never goes away. You know, a cow shitting is funny. Like,
And then he seen the others and he was like, "What? Why he's got so many Budleys? Look at all the Budleys."
he said,
And I was like, no. Well, cows have 6 dicks. Is what the crack is with that. So that's just the way it is. 2 stomachs, 6 dicks. So it is.
"That's great."
Oh, Jesus Christ. We've got 2 work in progresses tonight.
Yes.
How you feeling about that?
Terrible.
You got any new material?
A couple of yarns.
I don't even know what the crack is. We might get round to Lavery's and the whole place is closed down.
Yeah, I walked past earlier.
Due to
and
these riots.
did not look active.
The boys are nothing. They're rioting.
What is this over? Because I've seen some people
It's
posting
one
about
of
it on
these
Instagram.
far right against immigrant type things, and they've got the hardcore loyalists and Republicans side by side, united by their hate
With racism.
With racism,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like you love to see it,
Yeah.
and they're just smashing any business that looks like it's remotely set up by immigrants,
Jesus.
which is actually mental.
Yeah, it's totally out of your mind.
You know,
Blake as fuck.
like you're obviously like they have set up business here.
Yeah.
They're contributing.
And also, I guarantee you,
What the fuck have you done today?
the racism would soon stop if you took a bite out of one of them delicacies.
Oh, why?
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I'm far right.
It's hard to be...
Get a bite of that tzatziki place.
Oh, stir stop. It's hard to be racist and full. I'll say that.
That's right.
Hard to be racist and stuffed. That's fucking crazy. When did this happen? Was this literally
It was
like...
like yesterday.
That's mental.
And then there was like counter protesting. You know. But it is funny to be like, you know, kind of like, you know, free Palestine, and then also, but don't come here.
Yeah.
Free Palestine. Get the fuck out of my country.
Yeah, it's fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Sad.
Cool place anyway.
Sad.
As if Botanic wasn't a big enough kip. They've smashed it to pieces now.
Nah, it's being gentrified. You got that, you know, you got a couple of juice bars and all.
Well, see, it's the only place you get the decent food.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Madame Pho, Lee Garden.
what happens. Did they smash them all up? Did they just be like, that's not fucking,
Spar.
that's not a Greg's? Let me smash that to pieces.
Greg's is the only one left standing. Greg's and Chipco.
I always think like, what would actually get me up protesting? If I walk around there the day and half of my favourite eateries are smashed to pieces,
Oh, we'll be on the case.
I'll be fucking John Wick. I'll be going nuts. I'll be standing over some boy in an alleyway just going, choo, choo. That's for the fun.
Yeah, what would get you to protest?
I don't know.
What would charge you up enough to get you out to protest?
I mean, it's sad to say, but fuck off.
Yeah.
kind of not.
But I think lots of people are the same. You know, there's
Yeah.
not much that would get you out to a protest. Like,
Yeah. Free time,
yeah,
you know, seems to be the common factor. Out there protesting. Fuck all else they do, you know what I mean? Taking our jobs, my hole. What's your job? Fucking selling yolks.
So are you in the water now? That's a big oil container.
It is. I was, you know, the Yeti's good. I keep the Yeti, I keep losing it, so I'm like, the Yeti stays in the house. The big bastard comes out. Big bastard.
Yeah, that is a big hooer.
Big bastard what? But I've dropped 15 of these and they smashed on impact every time. So
One thing I will say about living in the humidity of New York at the minute is I am drinking water like it's nobody's business. My push has never been clear.
unreal. So happy for you.
Evian push. I haven't had that in years.
One of the things I've noticed that like there is a severe lack of air conditioning here.
Yeah.
You know, either way, you know, so it's like it's fucking freezing, can't heat the place, and as soon as it gets borderline uncomfortable, people are just sweating, don't know what to do with themselves.
We have it every single room.
There's riots in Argos trying to get a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need an aircon in every room.
Although I'll tell you what, they fucking rack up
Rack up
in
what?
terms of the bills.
Oh yeah, is it an old unit?
Yeah.
Maybe you need a newer, more efficient unit.
Every room has a unit inside it, and we're blaring it all day. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't be in the house that much, so whenever I am there, I just lie in the bed, blare the aircon, You know, fucking ring the mother or something. But then some of them boys, you know, they've got proper setups in their rooms. They've got big TVs, PS5s, all this shit. So they just be sitting in there all day blaring that aircon, like.
Yeah. You're still Eastern Bloc vibes in your room?
Yeah.
Boiling shoe leather to eat? No.
Yeah, I don't go into it at all. I'm never in the house, like.
Class.
I don't, because I'm like, what the fuck's the point in, you know, living here and paying all this money for rent if you're just going to sit in the house? You can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Haven't watched TV once since I went out there. It's too hot.
I mean, even, you know, like, just even a night we were like, right, I'm not exactly on the rip here, but I will just dander down the street.
Yeah. Put on the cans, put on a few tunes, you know.
Get robbed.
Yeah, smoke a reefer.
No, what you do?
Yeah.
Have a fucking birthday cake, ice cream and all.
I was talking about the LED light, the universe thing.
Aye.
I ordered it. Ordered the egg.
Respect.
See what happens.
Respect. It made me hunt out the spaceman with the galaxy light on. It's a different vibe, man. You know, you're like, I could paint this room, or I'll just turn the light off and shine this over here and pretend I'm in a different place.
I have a fuck ton of stuff when waiting on me to rig it back now. Didn't do laundry. Didn't have time. So I have that. I've a Niall Floordrobe where it's just everything's on the floor.
Floordrobe, yeah. Sort of way in our house.
Yeah.
I keep sending Maureen, like, we need to sort this out because it's the last thing in the house that needs done, and it's just been ignored.
But see, if you have a big room, a floordrobe's grand. Well, there's I am in a shoebox, and a floordrobe there makes me look like I've got really bad depression.
Yeah.
It's just a state.
Like one of those hoarder shows where they're collecting their shits.
Literally. And I've got just random things laying there.
That's a red flag, isn't it?
What, messy room?
Collecting shits.
Collecting
Shits. You know, those hoarder shows where they just go in and they're like, there's 4 years worth of shite in this toilet.
What do you mean collecting shits?
Well, they're obviously mentally ill, you know what I mean? But they're just like, you know, they just
keep it?
All right. Am I going to have to show you this then?
Yes.
Hoarder.
Because I've had a few where I'm like, I'd probably keep that, like, as a memory. You know?
No, I think they maybe just clog the toilet and they're like, well, nothing I can do about this. This is a famous clip here. Oh, they're even showing it on Joe Rogan there, but I'll show you this.
My mother used to put poop in
The music?
a jug.
Poop in a jug.
Actually, by the time you put it in there, it's actually a dirty water jug is what that is. So that's what all those dirty water jugs are about.
Scat.
I want to say that the reason that Shanna didn't get rid of all those bottles is because she's lazy.
The music's.
I hope it's not sentimental to her.
Sentimental cakes.
This house has a septic issue. It's supposed to be drained once every 4 years. And there's still some space in the toilet, but I don't want it to overflow. So I've been using a bucket. When the bucket is full of pee and poop, it's really hard to lift it. So I just put it in a smaller bucket. And I take it outside and empty it. My neighbors could view it as being odd that I dumped the bucket out in the front yard. No neighbors have said anything to me about it either, though.
Jesus Christ.
This
I just seen the fucking mic pack in the back of her trousers there. What sort of mad bastard is putting that on? Pass that mic up your shirt there and I'll fucking...
is the bucket my mother used before she died.
Is that poop all over the bucket?
Yeah, it's poop.
So do you wash your hands? Like you're gonna go eat soup in a minute. Are you gonna wash your hands for that, or you just don't worry about it?
No, actually I don't. Okay, now this is not the worst hoard you've ever cleared out.
She's eating 2 feet from all the poop and urine.
Do you think I meet the definition of a hoarder?
Different definitions, Matt.
She's sitting in a wake of shite and she's like, do you think I meet the criteria?
Sound like a motivational poster in the background, too.
Yeah, I'm okay. I may be doing the fucking breaststroke through human feces. I'm okay. Also, don't be scooping out shite of your toilet to make shit piss soup and then immediately go eat soup.
Yeah.
It's the most diarrhea-like substance you could eat. Oh, he's broken. Oh, good.
Musty odor, having to do with mold and dust.
No.
Least of your worries, Pat.
No?
Is that brand new information to you? To think that the feces and urine has something to do with the smell?
I guess so, because I thought it was due to the mold and dust. You have to tell me this, because
You don't know, yeah. I mean, some people would argue, how do you not know that feces in the house is bad?
But wait, I don't smell it anymore.
It's extremely dangerous house. Feces, the mold, and bloody tampons just laying on the floor.
It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna give up some stuff.
I'm going
to go ahead and eat some of the contaminated food, and then the party's over. Because I have to get it, because when somebody goes on intervention, they want to get high one last time. The party ends for me tomorrow.
How is eating contaminated food a party?
Why the does it matter? I've been eating poop for 12 years.
You're getting a high out of thinking that you've got fecal matter in your food.
It's my last blaze of glory.
Look at me. This is the end of you pooping in a bucket.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Geraldine, because it's the end of the road.
What a weird thing to be addicted to. Just give me one last time. One last go with the shitty soup.
See, originally the way this was angling, I thought this was like she kept the shits and like, you know, would like label it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is Easter 2014 shit. This is my fucking Christmas Day 2016 shit. But she's shitting and then taking the shit piss stew and then putting that in her food.
Well, I don't know what the fuck she's doing, you know, but she seems to enjoy it.
Well, they do say, you know, if someone's happy and they're not hurting anybody, let them work away.
I mean, the term "she's like a pig in shite" couldn't be more accurate. She loves it.
She sprays it Febreze and the dust comes back into the can.
Yeah.
It's like, no, fuck that. I'm clocking out.
Oh God. See, I didn't realize. I thought, you know, well, she's got the mental problems, like, but you know, I don't know. It was like a hoarder issue, and then you know later on they reveal like she's like, no, I actually like just eating the poop. Give me one last time at it, please. One last go at eating shit.
So like she wouldn't even get takeout or anything because it hasn't been seasoned properly.
Oh, she just opens that pizza box, squats over it, and then just one last topping. Clunk. I mean, that looks like years of collection. I think if me and you were collecting our shits, about 3 days in.
Oh, that's like a low night for that house.
Yeah. The back garden. I mean, it'd be like landscape in the garden.
And the bucket wouldn't do the job. Any more than the bucket. I'd have a room full of baths.
Where they're like, you can, yeah, see you're holding a shitty bucket there. You gotta wash your hands before you have your soup. And she's like, actually, I'm not. Actually,
oh, I guess I'm the dickhead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, fucking. Oh, yeah. I'd come into your house and tell you to fucking not eat shit.
Never thought about that.
Fucking loser. Anyway, what a lovely way to end the podcast. Isn't that great?
Nice. Nice.
Lovely.
Nice. We've had a lovely time. We are at a busy week of podcasts ahead. We will be recording live from the Edinburgh Fringe.
It's going to be very fun.
So tune into that. I dare say one of the live pods will make it to the Patreon if you want to get on over to the Patreon
Slide on
for
over.
that Edinburgh BTS and live pods. Two of us absolutely knackered probably. You know what I bought the other day? Handbag.
Oh, you showed me.
Yeah. Bought a handbag.
Nice.
So that's, you know, I know everyone has them and they look cool on other people, but like I said to you, the picture of the guy, it looked like quite a substantial bag. And then I put it on my enormous rig and I was just like, oh, it's a pocket with a string.
Yeah.
What have I done?
Yeah, I was telling you I did Brandon Saglow's podcast and he had like an iced out, like an actual iced out chain. Just says Sag Daddy.
Yeah.
And he puts it on his guest for every episode, take a picture of them. And sir, he had to put it on me. First of all, I couldn't get it round. And then he puts it on me next, fucking soaking. And he clips it in and it was like a choker. Like it was right up to the fucking Adam's apple.
We can't even have fun.
Nah.
We're so thick. Too thick, boys. Yeah, we're going to slide on over to the Patreon and you should too. You should get on to patreon.com/bombsquadpod for all the bonus episodes. Have we anything else to plug before we go now?
Probably. We'll do it after.
We'll do it after and insert it and slide it right in.
Listen, I'm glad the streak remains. I was worried there for a couple of minutes. I was like, fuck, are we going to miss an episode? But
that's how
Lord willing.
We'll do it. Just fucking no excuses.
Lord willing.
No days off.
I will nap for 6 hours.
Good. See you next week, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Oh, lovely. Oh, what are we talking about now?